Hi everyone. I've got a bit of a problem. It's really dark in here and I can't see anything. I need the light to see. But hang on for a minute, just think. What if you can't see? What if you're blind and you're born blind and you can't see anything? Can you imagine what that must be like? You've never seen trees, you've never seen flowers, you've never seen people's faces. That's really hard, isn't it? Well, for blind people, this is what it's like all the time. It's black, they can't see anything. We're going to find out about a blind person today in our True Bible story, but let's put the lights on. That's better. So, I don't know if you know anybody who's blind or whether you've seen a blind person before. Sometimes you can recognise them because they walk with a white cane, and that helps them to feel in the bumps in the road and the path. It helps them to find their way. Sometimes blind people have a special dog called a guide dog, and the dog has a harness and it leads that person round and the blind person follows them. Blind people need extra help, don't they, so that they can live every day. And our story today in the Bible, the man who was born blind couldn't go to work because he didn't have a guide dog or anyone to help him. He wasn't able to work, so every day he would go and sit on the street and he would beg. That means he had a little bowl and he would ask people for money to help him. He'd call out to them, "Please help me, please be kind. I can't see, I need some money." He wasn't able to work, he needed help from other people. Well, one day, Jesus and his disciples were walking along, and they saw this blind man, and they felt compassion for him, they cared for him, they loved him, but they didn't give him money. No, instead, Jesus said to him, "I am the light of the world." Now, we need light, don't we, to live? We need light to see. Can you imagine trying to read a book in the dark? Have you ever tried to do that and put a book underneath your covers? Or have you tried to do a puzzle with the lights off? It's impossible, isn't it? We need light. We need light every day. We need light to see. We need light to live. So there's this blind man, and Jesus has seen him with his disciples. He hasn't given him any money. He said, "I am the light of the world." Now, what do you think Jesus is going to do? Well, Jesus reached down into the pathway and he gathered up some mud and he rubbed it together in his hands and then he placed it on the man's eyes. And then he told the man, "Now go and wash your eyes in the pool of Siloam." The man listened to Jesus and he did what he said. He went and washed his eyes in this pool, and then amazing, he could see. Jesus made him see. Now, there was nothing special about that mud, and there was nothing special about the pool. It was Jesus, the light of the world, that made the man see. Now, Jesus helps us to see what God is like. We can learn more about Jesus in the Bible. We can learn more about Jesus when we go to church and when we listen in Sunday school. This helps us to understand more about God. So when Jesus said, "I am the light of the world," we know that we need light, don't we, every day to live. So don't you think it would be a good idea to choose to follow Jesus, because it really is the best way to live? Now this afternoon, why don't you play a game? Pretend that you can't see, shut your eyes really tight and ask someone to help you walk around, and you can see how hard it is. You need someone to follow, you need someone to help you, and we need to follow Jesus. So remember today that Jesus made the blind man see. Jesus said, "I am the light of the world." Just like he made the blind man to see, he helps us to see what God is really like. Jesus wants us to love and follow him. Now, I've sent you some activities to help you remember today. Jesus said, "I am the light of the world." For you older ones, you can look it up in your Bible in John chapter 9, verses 1 to 12. And reading that through will help you with your activities. So I hope you all have a really good day, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.